Major development in the Xomgpop tour. Tonight's show in Philadelphia has been canceled. According to Jess's announcement, I'm sorry, would Jess actually post that? No. According to Ticketmaster, which is where people found out, they put event canceled. Unfortunately, the event organizer has had to cancel your event. And basically, y'all gonna get a refund. Now, does this mean the entire rest of the tour is canceled? Well, no, not yet anyway. The next show up, Silver Spring, Maryland, is still live. Not a ton of tickets sold, but maybe half the venue. The Groupon link for, well, they've taken the price off, but super cheap seats for Silver Spring is still live, but it says it's sold out. I don't feel that they would have sold out all their Groupon seats based on this seating chart for Silver Spring. Unless perhaps those seats way in the back that say they're sold were set aside for Groupon and they actually sold. Now, Jess actually has a family funeral in Nebraska coming up this week. So was this a last minute decision? If so, why did they have Brooklyn fly into Philadelphia and not into Washington, D.C.? Maybe they had already bought the ticket. Also, we don't know if JoJo is still with the group. It sounded to me like she was back in Los Angeles, and she did make a post saying she went to see the group twice, but only because she happened to be on the East Coast seeing G-Flip. So that tells you what her priorities are. My guess is any venues which are owned by Live Nation, which is a big touring company that owns a lot of venues, such as the Fillmores and the House of Blues. This is Dallas. So my guess is that any of those venues, the shows probably will go on. Whereas the Philadelphia venue, I believe, was an independent venue that maybe just had a minimum ticket requirement. But this is just speculation on my part. I don't know exactly what happened. Of course, JoJo has more Pride gigs coming up, and we all know Jess's priority is to be with JoJo for her Pride gigs, so that may also have played a factor. But why would Jess give the announcement that Brooklyn was joining them in Philadelphia if the Philadelphia show was going to be canceled? And why would she fly Brooklyn into Philadelphia? So this must have been a last-minute decision. Now, we know that Team Siwa is absolutely horrible at communicating with their audience when things go on. For example, I gave the example of when I had a ticket to JoJo's tour in, I think it was 2021, and I got an email from Ticketmaster saying that the whole tour was canceled. Not ever posted by JoJo or Jess or Tom. I had to find out from Ticketmaster, and they never said a darn thing. So we may see the same thing here. I just hope that people don't go to the venue, especially that this Xomgpop is really targeted towards little kids. And if you're a parent and you take your child to an event that they've been looking forward to for a very long time and it's canceled, believe me, I went to the theater one time. I drove all the way. It was like an hour and a half. Took my mom out to dinner. We had a great dinner. We walked over to the theater only to find out the event was canceled for the night at the last minute. I was disappointed. I'm an adult. Imagine a 6 or 7-year-old being disappointed that they don't get to see Xomgpop.